Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com from Union High School here in Modoc, Indiana. We got your 19-1 and 7-0 in the conference. Wapahani Raiders taking on the 4-9 and 0-5 in the MEC Conference Union Rockets. We appreciate you all for joining us here this evening. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, as we'll get right into things with our Raiders Live pregame presented by FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Now, obviously, unfortunately, we could not be live this evening. The Wi-Fi here at Union was working, and then all of a sudden it just stopped earlier. When we first got here, it was doing pretty good, and then it, I guess, took a nosedive. But that prevented us from broadcasting the game live here tonight, so we do apologize for that. But at least we was able to still get the broadcast on here. Obviously, we'll have to go back and download it after the ball game's over with. But you got two teams here that obviously, from a record standpoint, are heading in two different directions. Wapahani continuing to head upwards here after a big win last night on the road at Muncie Central. Right back at it again tonight, taking on the Union Rockets in a MEC Conference matchup in which the Raiders are perfect so far here on the season. They have tonight's game, obviously, and then the last MEC Conference game will be roughly in about a week or two against Cowan, which that will be a big-time matchup coming from Raider Gymnasium there for that one. So looking forward here to hopefully a solid game here for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, hopefully continuing our winning ways against a Union team that, again, record-wise, it's not the prettiest here for them. I'm sure they're not overly thrilled with the record, but you've still got to go out there and get it together, and play hard and take this game as you would if you're playing against any other team, a really good team. I don't care who it is. You've got to come out with the same kind of intensity, the same kind of attitude coming out here onto the floor and making sure you're basically taking care of all the facets of the game still, and remaining focused and not losing sight of why you're here, and that's to come out here and win a ball game and to play the game the right way and come away with a big win. So if we can do that, keep our head focused, continue to be, energetic, bring the intensity, and be able to do the basic facets of the game correctly, then I don't see why we can't come out here and take care of business here tonight. But again, as I always say when we're on the road, the home team's got to defend their home court. Union is here to defend their home court, and I know they're going to give it their best try, and so we've got to do the same. And hopefully we can come on the winning side of things. But again, tomorrow night, folks, I did want to make sure, I'll announce this probably a couple different times, that we're going to have our Delaware County Tournament Delaware County Tournament preview show. That'll be tomorrow evening. Not sure exactly what time yet, because we'll have to go out to Wapahani High School to be able to do that. And so we'll just make sure and post when we'll have that up and ready to go for tomorrow night. But again, we'll have the Delaware County Tournament preview show tomorrow evening, giving you the rundown on all the tournament teams, stats, and other information about them. And it's just a real nice thing that we try to do, just to give something, a little bit of intro video into the tournament and an outlook for everyone to look forward to and what to expect from different teams, especially our own. And what should be a great matchup, especially coming up on Thursday night when Wapahani and Yorktown will face off. So again, folks, we'll step aside here for a break. Again, we got tonight's rosters and the national anthem coming up. So again, that's been our Raiders Live pregame presented by FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Alrighty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Again, we have tonight's action coming to you from Union High School here in Modoc, Indiana. Your 19-1 and 7-0 Wapahani Raiders taking on the 4-9 and 0-5 Union Rockets here tonight. We'll take a look here at tonight's rosters. First and foremost, for your Wapahani Raiders, number 2, Reese Baker, number 3, Lauren Rich, number 4, Gracie Stanley, number 5, Briley Felton, number 6, Ashton Zitgraff, number 7, Chloe Cook, number 8, McKenna Goodwin, number 9, Mallory Summers, number 10, Layla Lee, number 11, Macy Bowden, number 12, Cameron Wise, number 13, Lauren Luce, and number 16, Cadence Brewer. And as always, your Raiders coached by Katie Weir, assisted by Paige Williamson, Lindy Davis, Madison Mangus, and Caitlin Riddle. So now for the Union Rockets, they have number 23, Danielle Ogden, number 16, Cece Gray, number 11, Faith Smoke, number 2, Harley Losey, number 10, Hannah Blakesley, number 8, Honor Ellis, number 4, Lily Roddy, number 5, Zoe Ogden, number 12, Riley Gray, number 1, Caitlin Holderman, number 9, Jalissa McCord, and number 6, Madeline Glazer. The Union Rockets are coached by Lindsey Burke and assisted by Brian Clark. So again, that's the rosters here for tonight's ball game. We'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Alrighty, welcome back here, folks, as tonight's game is officially underway here from Union High School here in Modoc, Indiana. And your Wapahani Raiders taking on the Union Rockets here tonight. And what the Raiders look to hope to continue our undefeated record in MEC conference play. Mallory Summers will get the Raiders on the board here early with a kill down the left sideline. Again, we have Reese Baker back here to serve. Again, I guess we'll get a heck of a view of this line judge here this evening. That was not anticipated, but tied up here at 1 after the service error from Baker. Again, this is a lot like the view that we had at Muncie Central last night, this corner view of the floor, and again, that's best we could do. Again, we do appreciate Union for allowing us to be here this evening, giving us at least a seat in the house to be able to broadcast this ball game for all you fine folks out there in Raider Nation. So 2-1 there after the kill from Briley Felton. Ashton Zitgraff just came in for her just a moment ago and is back to serve. That's handled there. That's going to be an ace for Zitgraff. So a 3-1 start here for the Raiders. Getting a junior varsity squad. They just defeated Union in straight sets just a while ago. Again, we did not broadcast that game, but we were going to broadcast this one again. That was solely because of the stuff that we was trying to figure out with the Wi-Fi, and we was going to end up getting on there way too late because we was trying to figure that out with the different administrators that they have around here, then trying to figure out the Wi-Fi situation, and that's why it was taking us a little bit of time, and that's why we didn't broadcast the JV game this evening. So 5-1 start here. Again, another ace just a moment ago there for Zickgraf. Hit up in the air. That was number 6. Glazer just a moment ago. Now Summers gets it back across one more time. And now a 2-hit call here on Union's number 23. That is Danielle Ogden. So again, Ashton Zickgraf. Again, still back to serve. A little floater there from Zickgraf. Well on point there. Summers absolutely torches that ball down to the ground. So we'll see how long the Raiders can keep this run going here. Scored 6 consecutive now. There was number 6, Glazer, now set on here. That will be Ogden that will get it over. Stanley, Bowden back to Summers. And just another one. And we'll have a timeout taken here by the Union Rockets. We'll go ahead and step aside here and take a timeout here of our own. Again, this will be our next Home Elite Real Estate game break.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All righty, folks, welcome back here to our next Home Elite Real Estate game break. Again, it's Wapahani 8, Union 1 here in the opening set from Union High School in Modoc, Indiana. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius, and alongside here with me, as always, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And so a hammering of a start here for Wapahani. Mallory Summers collecting, I think that is now her 3rd kill in a row. The Raiders overall have put 8 consecutive points on the board after a 1-1 start to begin the ball game. So up there now tipped over by Ogden. Bowden now on to Wise. Stanley, Bowden back to Summers, and they have no answer for Mallory yet. Again, torching another one down to the floor. And now number 6, that was Glazer on the attack, but a little too strong on the hit. Or actually, pardon me, that was number 8, Ellis, Honor Ellis, that hit that one over and out of bounds. Another nice floater serve there by Zickgraf. Bowden will set it up, then the cross-body kill there is Cameron Wise, strikes for the 2nd time in the ballgame here this evening. So again, it's Wapahani 12, Union 1. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the pregame report, we will be having our Delaware County Tournament preview show coming up tomorrow night. So make sure and catch that. We'll have all the latest stats and information about all the teams in the county tournament. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you, some very impressive teams. Not only us, but you got Yorktown, Cowan. Has been off to another great start to the season there as that'll be served out of bounds by number 1, Caitlin Holderman. So 13-2 now, but you also have the likes of Delta. Delta's there on the other side of the bracket, along with Westdale and Daleville. It's tough to say who's even going to come out of that side because they're all very disciplined, tough teams, and especially you get to that time of the year, tournament-wise, anything is possible. And I'm sure that every team has that approach. At least I would hope to think so. You know, anybody can be beaten any given day. So it'll be a great tournament coming up on Thursday night. Again, we'll have that preview show on the WHS network tomorrow night. So make sure to catch that and join us for tomorrow night's preview show on the WHS network. 14-2, Wapahani. Great hustle there from Zitgraff. Then Bowden does much of the same. Zitgraff gets back there. Bowden will set it up. Backs out to Cook. And that one's going to head out of bounds off the dig from number 1, Holderman. So Cook with her first kill of the night. Summers back to serve. Handled there, that was number 8, Honor Ellis. Baker digs it out. Bowden sets it to Wise. And we'll have a net violation here on the Raiders. So 15-3. Again, Ogden back there to serve. Handled by Cook. Bowden right back to her. Hammer time. Chloe Cook hammers it home to now get her second kill of the night and a 16-3 Wapahani lead. See Cadence Brewer back in here for the Raiders, and back to serve will be Cameron Wise. Tipped across there, that was number 11, Faith Smoke. And out of bounds off of Union. So the Raiders continue to push the envelope here further and further, 17-3. And Wise, a little too much mustard on that serve. So Baker, return there for Wise. And number 11, Smoke, was back there to serve just a moment ago. Set on to Cook. And another one mishandled that time by Ogden. And the woes continue here for Union defensively. So Felton back in for Zitgraff. Bowden back to serve. Handled that time by Smoke. Now set on to Ellis. Bowden to Felton. Nice hustle there by the Rockets. And another one hit out of bounds. Couldn't tell who that was that hit that one out of bounds there off of Union. 23, Danielle Ogden. Thank you, Redbeard. Look at the serve. Bowden will come up with the ace. Another floater serve there from Bowden, now number 16. That was Gray. Set it up there just moments ago. Now Felton on the attack. Nice layout there. That was Baker that time. And now the Raiders will get back into the net again. So really all 5 points that Union scored has been strictly based upon our own errors. So got to minimize that as much as possible. And Brewer on the attack, and that one will be a little too long. And it's 20-6. Again, can't lose concentration here. You got to get after it. Got to finish strong. And Cook again a little long on the shot there for Wapahani. Baker to Summers, dug by Ogden. Baker, Bowden, now to Felton. Good job there. That was Ellis. Their acrobatic move right there, and dug out, but well out of bounds. So 21-7. Again, we'll have Stanley back to serve. Raiders just 3 points away from taking an opening set victory over the Rockets here this evening. And Summers just tips it right back down. Very bad or unfortunate pass there for Smoke. Pass it on top of the net, and then, Summers disposed of that rather quickly. Bowden back to Summers there in the middle. That's blocked. And Wapahani will get it back over. Great job there. That was Stanley that was able to get it over from her backside while sitting on the ground. That was very impressive. So set point now has arrived, 24-7. And Stanley looks to service out right here. Ogden there with the serve reception. They'll get it over, and that's going to be out of bounds. That's great court vision there by Reese Baker. So the Raiders will take set number 1, 25-7, to take a 1-0 lead here from Union High School. We'll step aside for a break, and we'll be back with your second set of action live on the WHS Network. Alrighty, welcome back again here, Raider fans. Again, Brandon Morvillius alongside here with me as usual, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We'll get started here with set number 2. Again, it's been pretty much all Raiders from the get-go to begin the ball game here tonight. One set through there with 25-7 opening set victory. And so hoping to again continue to stay locked in here in this second set. Again, you can't be complacent. You want to be as sportsman as possible, but then also in the same token, you're here to win a ball game, and it's time to conduct business. So, just like any team would do, you've got to come out here ready to go from the get-go and keep it rolling throughout the set here and throughout the ball game. Sent deep there, and that's going to be out of bounds. And again, great recognition of where you're at on the floor there from Reese Baker. So a 2-0 start here for Wapahani. Nice serve again there from Baker. Set up there, Ogden will get it over, handled by Stanley, then Bowden to Wise. And the Raiders will deflect that one out of bounds. And so Union will get on the board. Now a 2-1 start with number 1, Caitlin Holderman, back to serve. There's Stanley. Bowden now on to Felton. That was a real good hit right there from Felton just a moment ago. Now Summers on the attack, and they have still yet to find an answer for Mallory Summers, which is a great thing for us, but not so good there for them. As Zitgraff will now come in here for Briley Felton. And Zitgraff will be back to serve. And tipped into the net. That was number 11, Faith Smoke. Here are the Rockets. Handled by Ellis. Now Ogden again mishits it and goes right into the net. So the Raiders again looking to pull away here, up 5-1 early here in set number 2. Obviously the Rockets haven't gotten off to a very good start again here. Summers on the attack, and will she keep it in bounds? She will. Again, we can't even see it from where we're at, and I know with a camera view it's not perfect by any means, but we did the best we could. Holderman there. Now Ogden gets it over for the Rockets. Baker now to Summers. Goodness. Mallory Summers once again bringing the hammer. And it is Wapahani 7, Union 1. As the passing woes continue here for the Rockets. Tipped over out of bounds. And again, great court vision there by Summers. Realizing that was tipped out of bounds right off the hand of Ogden. Oh, look at that. Mallory Summers. Off of a bad pass there from Union. Summers able to execute on another opportunity, record a kill and record a point here for the Raiders. Now 9-1, and the Rockets will take a timeout. And we'll go ahead and take a timeout again here with them. It's Wapahani 9, Union 1, second set here from Union High School. We'll be back right after this break. Alrighty, folks, again back out of the timeout here. It's Wapahani 9, Union 1 here in set number 2 of the evening. And it's not been the best start I'm sure that Union was hoping for here tonight, but Wapahani just keeps the pedal down and got to keep riding the momentum here. We'll have Layla Lee now in here for Cameron Wise. Again, when the Raiders establish a pretty sizable lead like this, you'll continue to see, some more reserves get into the ball game, much like we've seen last night. Bowden there to Lee. That was great execution there. Again, reading the defense was Layla Lee coming up with the kill, and the Raiders now push ahead by 10. Set up there to Ogden, punched over. Baker lays out for it. And so I think some miscommunication might have cost the Raiders one right there. I think Stanley might have thought that was going out of bounds, and Baker was reading it, got over there in time, but just tough to really do a whole lot with it. Goodness gracious. Nearly lost that one up in the rafters. But Union will hit that one well out of bounds. So 12-2 now. Cook back into the Raider rotation, and Mallory Summers back to serve. Handled there by number 5, Ogden, Zoe Ogden. And Ellis gets the deflection off the net and keeps it in bounds. So now make it a 12-3 ball game. Cook on the attack. Too strong. Summers there to receive that serve, set on the Lee, and that one will be in bounds that time around. So another kill for Layla Lee. Cadence Brewer returning to the 4 here for Wapahani now. Layla Lee back to serve. On the attack there, that was number 5. Zoe Ogden just a moment ago. Cook keeps it in bounds that time. So big kill there for Chloe now to again run that lead back to 10 at 14-4. And we'll still have Layla Lee back to serve. Man, that's going to be an ace. And that's going to be another ace for Lee. So back-to-back for Layla, and another timeout taken by Union. And again, we'll step aside here for a break as well. It's so quiet in here, you really don't want to talk too much because someone even outside might be able to hear us. So we'll step aside and we'll be back right after this.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Again, out of the timeout here. Wapahani 16, Union 4 here in the second set of the evening. Again, Wapahani took the first set, 25-7. And so we've been in the driver's seat ever since the first serve here this evening, and the Raiders have just kept the momentum and, again, kept up the energy and the intensity throughout the night. As that was a block by Cadence Brewer. Might be the first block of the night here for Wapahani. So now we'll see McKenna Goodwin in here for Mallory Summers. Layla Lee again still back to serve. Lee to Bowden, now on to Cook. Yes. Cook finds the sideline. And it's a 19-4 lead. They will get it over. That was Ellis, and Goodwin lost track of where she was on the floor right there, so that one will fall in for a point for Union. It happens sometimes. Just coming into the ball game too. You got to get back into the rhythm of things. Handled by Cook. Bowden back to Brewer. And Brewer again with a kill there to now run it to a 15-point lead once again, with Briley Felton returning for Ashton Zickgrant. And Macy Bowden back to serve. Ogden now as Zoe Ogden, then we'll get it over. Cook back on the attack. Oh my goodness. Definitely muscled up on that one. Macy there with a good serve. Baker's there. Bowden on to Felton. And too long on the hit from Felton. A good serve there. That was number 8, Honor Ellis, back there to serve just a moment ago there for Union. Ogden gets it over. Baker now to Bowden with the tip. And here we go again now. Set to Brewer, the hammer time, 22-6, Wapahani. Another sub in here now, number 4, Gracie Stanley, for number 7, Chloe Cook. And we'll have another substitution, Summers in for Goodwin. So Stanley back to serve, again with the Raiders 3 points away from taking a 2-set-to-none lead. Set onto the left side there to Summers. Ogden will get it over, dug by Baker. Bowden now to Felton. That's going to head up into the rafters, bounce around a couple times, and will fall in play. So a kill for Felton. Great hustle by Stanley and Baker. Unfortunately, neither one of them can come up with anything right there. Again, not that you guys could probably see it, with a line judge standing there in the way. So Baker watches that one sail out of bounds, and set point now for Wapahani. We'll have Reese Baker back to serve. Also Cameron Wise back into the fold here for Wapahani. Nice serve for Baker, and that's going to end it. An ace for Reese, and the Raiders with a 2-set-to-none lead, defeating Union in both of the first 2 sets, 25-7. Folks, again, we'll step aside here for a break. Again, the Raiders with a 2-set-to-none lead here from Union High School in Modoc, Indiana. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Raider Volleyball here on the WHS Network as the third set is now underway. Again, here from Union High School in Modoc, Indiana, as Union will come away with point number 1 to open up this third set. Again, Brandon Morvillius here alongside with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We do appreciate everyone for catching the ball game here tonight and continuing to support our Wapahani Raider volleyball team. Again, got the win last night in straight sets over Muncie Central on the road, as Wise will collect the kill, first one here in the third set to tie it up here at 1, and now Cadence Brewer in the ball game with Cameron Wise back to serve. But again, started the week off last night with a sweep of Muncie Central. Then here tonight, we're off to a good start, and hopefully we can continue to trend that way. And then a big game on Thursday night from Raider Gymnasium to open up the 2020 Delaware County Volleyball Tournament. Should be a great one there. There'll be a 6 o'clock start time. Again, we'll have it live right here on the WHS Network. It's the first time that we've been able to get to broadcast the volleyball county tournament in seemingly forever, it seems like. Again, as I've said in previous times, I think I said it last night, there's Cook will not get the kill. I guess she was in the net. So now 3-2. But when we first originally started doing the broadcasting 10 years ago, we was able to do the games, and it was free, no charge, everything was great. And then I came to a screeching halt, unfortunately, probably about probably pretty close to about 7 or so years ago. And then with everything that's been going on here with the pandemic and everything, I guess they thought it was a good idea to go ahead and allow broadcasting teams to broadcast the games again, since there's a reduction in fans and being able to allow people to come in. So it's a good thing from the standpoint of we're able to broadcast the game, but we still would also, in the same token, love to have everyone out there, as many people as possible. Because I tell you what, there's nothing like the high school atmosphere. I don't care what sport it is, volleyball, basketball, is the same way. The atmosphere, man, I'm telling you what, doesn't get much better than that. So Felton hits that one in the net now, 5-3. Again, you can't lose focus here. Obviously I know it's just starting the third set here, but can't lose focus. We've got to continue to come out here and conduct business. We still got a little ways to go here, and again, Union coming out here playing hard, trying to do what they can to get back into the ball game here. But from Wapahani's outlook here, you've got to get back after it here and hopefully go on a run here and extend this lead. Handled by Bowden. Good job there, Baker on to Summers. real good ball there from Baker. And this hit there by number 5, Zoe Ogden. So 7-3. Again, we still have Gracie Stanley back to serve. That was a real good serve right there. Getting the ball deep in the back row and force them to make a very quick decision. So an ace for Stanley now, 8-3. Handled there by Holderman. And another one hit into the net by the Rockets. That time handled by Danielle Ogden. Now set right back to her. Baker with the dig. Bowden left side to Summers. Now to Brewer on the attack, and the Rockets won't be able to find an answer that time. Brewer layeth the Samaka down as the Raiders lead at 10-3 here in set number 3 of the evening. We'll step aside for a break, and we'll be back following the timeout. Welcome back here, folks. 10-3 Wapahani here in set number 3 of the evening. Again, if you're just now joining us, the Raiders took the first 2 sets, 25-7. So we'll have a quick substitution here. We'll have Lauren Luce now in the ball game for Macy Bowden. And Gracie Stanley back here to serve. Again, we'll have Stanley, Baker, Summers, Brewer, Felton, and Luce. All right, so it ended up being a point there for Wapahani. We thought it was, but then Union continued to play on after the ball, I guess, went off the I couldn't tell if it went off the basketball goal or the wall. Baker there to deflect it, and Luce with the hustle, unable to get there in time. So now 11-4. And the Rockets will have number 11, Faith Smoke, back to serve. And a service there will put the Raiders back up on top here by 8. Cameron Wise in for Cadence Brewer. And Reese Baker now back to serve, again with the Raiders again looking to expand that lead further and further. Leads at 8 right now make it 9. After that one was hit out of bounds and into the hallway. So hopefully they'll be able to recover the volleyball here rather soon. And so Baker back out onto the floor. Nice diving action on the ball there from Baker, handled by Felton, and it was a 2-hit call on Union. Dug by Holderman now. That was number 8, Ellis. That was trying to get it over, but was soon met there by the Raiders to block it back down. Now 15 for Wapahani. So the Raiders just keep on keeping on here now, expanding the lead to 12. Just 9 more points to get. Ogden will attempt to get it over, but again hit that one into the net. Skipped over the top, and then that nice concentration there by Holderman. Loose set on to Felton. Just a soft touch over the net. Works out beautifully. So nice job there by Briley. And we'll have another timeout taken by the Rockets. Again, we would stay here during the timeout, but it's so quiet in here. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. So we'll be back with more right after this break. Folks, again, welcome back following the timeout there. Again, we had to cut that commercial break short there because, again, Union takes a timeout there and then doesn't even use the full amount of the timeout. So we'll have Lauren Rich now in here for Mallory Summers. Seeing her first action here of the evening, and Baker will serve that one out of bounds. Again, just a reminder, we will not be doing a post-game show following the conclusion of tonight's matchup. We got to get things cleaned up and head back to Raider country so we can download this ball game. I'm going to try to get it on here as quickly as possible here this evening. Takes a while to download ball games. I'll tell you, folks, it's always obviously better to do a game live, which is what we prefer, than to do it an offline recorded broadcast, because it usually takes 2 hours or so to upload a ball game to YouTube. So it's not always a cakewalk, I'll tell you that much. But again, we'll try to get back and hopefully get that ball game on here on the YouTube at a decent hour here, hopefully. So 20-6 after what a miscommunication here on behalf of the Raiders. Number 8, Honor Ellis back to serve. Handled by Stanley. Loose. Sets it to Wise and put it right on down. Cameron Wise with a kill. Now 21-6. And Chloe Cook now in for the Raiders, as well as Layla Lee. We'll have Lauren Rich back to serve. Mishandled there by Ellison, an ace for Rich. We'll see quite a bit of that from her during the junior varsity games as well, so no surprise to us. A freshman here for Wapahani. And we got a talented group of young ladies here. I mean, even the ones that might not dress varsity, we've got a very, very solid and very deep team. That you can rely on any one of them. I don't care who it is. And that's the beauty of it all is you can bring anybody out there onto the court at any given moment and have the utmost trust and confidence that we're going to be able to get it done without any problems. So match point here. Rich again back to serve. 24-6. Let's go ahead and finish it right here, shall we? Ogden will get it over. There was Zitgraff, now set to Lee, and just out of bounds. I don't know how far out of bounds that was, but that couldn't have been very far at all. So number 5, Zoe Ogden back to serve. Dug out there, set up to Cook. And they'll get it back over again now, loose to Lee. And that will fall in there, and something you don't see every day, all 3 sets decided by the same score. 25-7, all three of them, so that's pretty easy to run down through the scores there as the Raiders now improve to 20-1 on the season, also 8-0 in the MEC Conference. And again, your Raiders will be back at it on Thursday night in the first round of the 2020 Delaware County Volleyball Tournament, again held at Raider Gymnasium. Again, we'll have our Raiders Live pregame probably right around 5:50, 5:55. Again, it'll be a 6 o'clock start time on Thursday night. Again, also make sure stay tuned in tomorrow night. We'll have our Delaware County Volleyball Tournament preview show. We'll have that live right here on the WHS network, so please make sure stay tuned in with that. We'll give you all the latest updates and information, stats, all that good stuff with all the different teams that are in our Delaware County tournament. So again, we appreciate you all for joining us here tonight. A big thanks to all of our sponsors. And until next time, folks, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night from Union.